Once your existing work in progress is in Pixie, we need a way of setting up recurring schedules. What that means is that going forwards, any tasks that you need to do for your clients will get created automatically. This gives you complete peace of mind that everything will be taken care of and nothing will fall through the cracks. Now, when it comes to setting up recurring tasks, there are really 3 different ways to do it, and each of them has a specific use case for when it might be used. So let's jump into Pixie and take a look at the 3 ways of setting up recurring tasks in your workspace. When it comes to setting up recurring tasks in Pixie, there are a couple of ways to do this. So the first way that I'm going to show you is how to set up multiple recurring tasks for one individual client. And this is going to be really helpful as you onboard future clients into Pixie. So if I go to a client record, and I'll just open up this record here, and then I need to go to the Recurring Tasks tab. Once I'm on this tab, what I'm able to do is click on Schedule Task, and I can select multiple recurring tasks that I want to be assigned to this client. So in this example, I might choose bookkeeping, confirmation statement, payroll, and year-end accounts. Once I've done, if I click Schedule Task, that will now create the recurring schedules for this particular client. Now, there's a couple of things to note here. The first thing you'll notice is that one of the tasks has a date that says it'll start on the 3rd of January, but the other tasks are saying not yet scheduled. What that indicates is that there's either something wrong with the template, or there's a date missing on the client's record. So let's use the year-end accounts and tax return template as an example. If I change the schedule and then click on View Template, you'll notice that when I edit the template is triggering based on a client date field, and the field is the year-end date on that client's record. Now, if I go back to this client and go to Details, what you'll notice is that there isn't actually a year-end date for this particular client. So by adding in a year-end date here, which you could also sync through directly from the company's house register, the task will automatically update with the trigger date here at the bottom. The same applies for the confirmation statement. So if I go back to the Details tab and add a confirmation statement date, you can see now that a date has appeared here for when the task will start. And I would have to do exactly the same thing for payroll. Now, another thing to note here is that at the client level, you're actually able to update the schedule for this particular client. So if I wanted to update bookkeeping for this client, and I actually wanted it to be a deadline of 2 weeks after the task has started, and I want the default assignee to be Jenny, then I can make that change here at the client level. Doing this will change the schedule for this client, but it won't actually impact the overall template. Now, the important thing to also note here is that you can't update a template and the subtasks in that template on a client-by-client basis. If you wanted to update a specific template for a client, you would have to duplicate the template and assign that individual template to that specific client. So moving forwards to the second way that we can set recurring tasks up in Pixie, and this is really the opposite of the first way. And what we're able to do here is assign one workflow template to multiple clients at once. And this is going to be really handy as you're setting up your Pixie workspace and you want to assign recurring tasks in bulk. So what I'm able to do is I can come to my client list. I can use the filters, for example, to show all of my limited company clients. I can then select all of these clients, click on Schedule Task here at the top, choose the template that I want to use, and click on Schedule. That's now created a job for all of those clients. And if I want to double check that, I can open up a client record, go to Recurring Tasks, and you'll see here the task has been assigned to that client. You can do this exact same process for all of your workflows for all of your clients. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to assign a bookkeeping job to all of my bookkeeping clients. I would select my bookkeeping clients here. I would tick them all down here. I can then click on Schedule Task, select the bookkeeping template I want to use, and then click Schedule. The third and final way that we can assign recurring tasks in Pixie is almost a way of maintaining what's been assigned, who it's been assigned to, and when those tasks are going to start. And the place that we can do that is in Settings and Task Templates. Once we're in here, if we click on the name of any of these templates, the first thing you'll see is which clients you have this turned on for and which clients you don't currently have it turned on for. What you're also able to do here is turn some of these off, turn some of these on, and click Schedule to update the schedules for all of these clients at once. What you can also do on this screen is identify which clients you're currently doing things for where there isn't a trigger date. So by looking here, I can see that this is not yet scheduled for Bright Spark Electrical. What that means is that if I go to their client record, you can see that it says not yet scheduled, and that's because I'm missing the date for the client's year end. Now I go to recurring tasks and it's showing you that the task is scheduled. So they're the three main ways that we can assign recurring tasks in Pixie. So now that we understand how to set up recurring schedules in Pixie, go ahead and start to set up your recurring tasks in your workspace.